Hello friends, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Well, we finally managed to cross the Great Pitfall Bridge and step into Crimean soil, and we've even reunited with one of Elincia's retainers, Lucia. But I guess this reunion is about to have a battle. Here we are back in Crimea after so many chapters. The Crimean Army defeats General Petrine, one of King Ashnard's feared 4 riders, and finally arrives home. The princess's return is met with the jubilation and tears of the retainers who have managed to survive. As long as we have Princess Elincia, Crimea will be liberated. These are the words that gave the people hope as they endured the harsh rule of a conquering country. The silent masses, who long for the restoration of their homeland, slowly begin to give voice to their dream. Surely, they think, this chance to see Crimea freed will not be wasted. Hopefully all will go well as we begin Chapter 24, Battle Reunion. Yeah, this map's going to be very interesting. We'll get more into that once the map happens. Here we are, Delbray Castle. Not that it really matters in the long run. Can it be? There is no mistake in my words. The princess has returned to Crimea. Lady Lucia serves as her guide. They should be on their way here as we speak. How long it's been since we've seen the princess. We have been living for the day where we steal the eyes from Daein's army and bring her home, and now it has come. Indeed, for His Majesty, for the Queen, and for Crown Prince Renning as well. We must act as one and support our beloved Princess Elincia. Yes, if all goes well, our dearest wish will soon come to fulfillment. There's no time to wait. If we wish to properly greet the princess and her retinue, there is much to be done. Right, let's let everyone know. We must divide the task and begin preparations for a feast at once. And flowers must be prepared for the princess's chamber. Oh, we mustn't forget music and entertainment either. I suppose I shall have to polish the silver tableware I was hiding, too. You possess such refined things. I figured a rustic boor like you would have sold them for a lamb shank. I received the silver from His Majesty when I was awarded my knighthood. I had been saving it for just such an occasion. Well done! Get ready, we're going to be very, very busy. Ha ha ha! What a fantastic day this will be! Are you sure about that, Bastian? The Crimean retainers are waiting for us at this Castle Delbray? Yes, in your absence, Princess, we used the cellars beneath the castle as a secret meeting place. It is from there that we contacted other retainers who were hiding throughout the land. And no one was discovered? We disguised ourselves as merchants or peasants, and Daein looked right past us. Their arrogance is without equal. However, now that we've heard of your return, we are bringing out our hidden Crimean armor and polishing away. Merchants? Joffrey is one thing, but I cannot imagine Bastian as a shopkeeper. No one could. That's why he dressed as a street performer. Now that I can see. I'm sure it suited him perfectly. Did he juggle and gamble about? And Joffrey, never have you seen a merchant with such perfect posture. That sounds just like him. Princess Elincia seems to be having a wonderful time. She's been smiling and laughing for hours. It seems she and Lucia grew up together. She feels completely at ease around her. The princess seems to be of good cheer when she was with us as well, but I suppose she was putting on a brave face. When I see her in this light, I'm reminded that she's still only a young woman. What we see now is the princess as she was before Daein's attack. That is the true Princess Elincia. It's good to be home, isn't it? We still many battles ahead, but for tonight, we should relax and let ourselves forget our cares. No one can continue under this much stress forever, right? I suppose you're right. Alright, nice and quick beginning there. Let's see. Okay, Ike did have a lot of fighting the last chapter, so I suppose that works. Did spend a lot of gold for once, finally. I definitely should try to do like a forged bow for Shinon, if I can. I'll have to look into that. Alright, like I've been saying, I've been busy trying to build that one support. Oh, and we finally got it this time! Okay. So we finally got the Ike Soren support that I have been busy trying to get built up, and finally we've got it. Okay, this is going to be a bit of discussion here, and as you can tell, it's going to be a lot to talk about too, because there are plenty of good supports in this game. Like I talked about, like the I know I didn't really get to it because I didn't really field Leth too much, but the Jill Leth A support I do think is one of the best in the game. But one of the best supports, in my opinion as well, that I think is in this game is the Ike Soren support. Now, you certainly got a look into Soren's backstory in the B support. You know, he didn't really have a good childhood, was raised with people that were very neglectful and unloving. He had a bit of a harsh childhood. He didn't really know how to speak. He knew how to read and write, but not really communicate. Like, Soren had a tough time. Like, you know, it built into understanding who Soren is as a character. You know, he's very straightforward, like, very direct, can even, like, he sees things just as they are. He doesn't really try to sugarcoat words. He's very direct. I think pragmatic would be another word too. I'm not sure. I don't really use pragmatic all too much as a word. Future me, correct me if I'm wrong with that definition. But there is an element with Ike and Soren's supports that really show not only lore of the world, because there are elements of this world that have not even been brought about, but it's also showing with Ike and Soren as characters. Like why I like Ike a lot and why I said that Soren was one of my favorite personal characters. And I'm just gonna go ahead and like talk about this right now, because I have not had as bad a childhood as Soren has by far. Like I can say my childhood was still great. But I have been, in my life, I've been bullied before, quite seriously sometimes. And there is, sometimes I felt like I've been, I don't want to really say like ostracized too much. That might be a bit too strong of a word. But I know that feeling of, you know, people really making fun of you for reasons that you can't really control. And there's going to be a term used in here that will relate to Soren. Now, I know I'll be stretching the definitions of the word therein, because this word actually has meaning in this world. But there's a term that will describe Soren here in a bit. And the reason I say Soren is one of my personal favorite characters is because I can sympathize with him. And again, like I've not had as bad a childhood as Soren has by far, but I can sympathize with how Soren feels quite a bit. And even at times, I feel like my personality can be mimicked in Soren sometimes. And I know that seems weird. It's like, here's this guy, he's like happy-go-lucky with all the games he plays and whatnot, but no, even sometimes I do feel like Soren at times. Like my speech can be very direct. It can just, you know, it's just like it just takes into consideration everything and it's just very blunt. So like I empathize with Soren quite a bit to a degree. But there's another personality thing here that we'll talk about with Soren after that I relate to a lot. And it really goes to show like some parts of my own life in a sense. And as well, why I like Ike so much as a character, because of how his friendship with Soren really is there, like it's genuine. So I'm not going to pull it off any longer here. Let's listen to this support, because there is so much that's going to come out with this. And I have been looking forward to having this one shown. Here we go. Also too, if you remember that little hint I had with Patrine in the last chapter, you're going to understand not only what she meant with Soren, but also a hidden bit of lore with Patrine. So here we go. Hey Soren. I've been thinking a lot about what you said the other day, and there's something I still don't understand. You survived. You're strong. Why would you feel insecure about who you are? Tell me everything. Curse you. Why can't you leave me be? I don't have any friends, Ike. I don't have anyone else. If I tell you and you turn on me, I don't think I can survive it. That's why you have to tell me, Soren. You'll never tell anyone else. And if you don't tell anyone, you're just going to keep suffering. Look at you. You're a mess. Come on. Talk to me. Ike, Soren, it's me. Trust me. I don't give two figs who your parents are. I'll stand by you. Ike, no, I won't. Ike. I'm branded. I'm one of the branded. A branded? What's that? It's a cross between a Bjork and a Laguz. Such a taboo union violates every teaching of the goddess and of society. We are untouchables, abominations, condemned to a life of hatred and shunning from both races. Wait, hold on a second. Let me make sure I follow you. You're part Laguz? Yeah. This mark on my forehead is the proof. I learned about it while researching ancient books at the Minel Cathedral. I always thought it was a birthmark. Others thought it was the mark of a spirit charmer. What's a spirit charmer? Magic comes from interaction with spirits. If you let one into your body, it will give you tremendous power. For a price. That's why the old sage was so interested in me. He thought I had struck a deal, but instead, I was just a filthy branded. Alright, I understand. So? What do you mean, so? So, you have Laguz blood in your veins. So, you have a mark to prove it. So, what's the problem? What's the problem? Don't you find me repugnant? I work beside you, eat beside you. I'm nothing. I don't belong anywhere. Doesn't that sicken you? No, it doesn't change anything. You're still you, Soren. You're a capable officer of our army, and my friend. We can't keep going unless you're with us. Ike, I thought you... What? It was Gallia. The sage lived in Gallia. A few Bjorks had settled there, and... Gallia? Are you saying... When the sage died, no one would help me. I couldn't speak, couldn't find food. I was dying. You were the only one who helped. You and your father. That's why you're my friend. My only friend. So, quite a bit to unload in that one support there. So, this goes into a concept of something that really hasn't been thought of with any of the discussion we've had so far, because all we've seen are Bjork and Laguz going against each other. But what if there were Bjork and Laguz who, looked past their racial differences and, fell in love and got together? Well, there's your first little bit for you. So there can be parentage between Bjork and Laguz parents. There's more history to it, but that's the basis of it. And as you can tell, the children of Bjork and Laguz, the branded, let's just say they're not really liked in the world, so to speak. There's a lot of reasons for that, more storyline-based things. But, these branded people, they're not really well-liked, so to speak. So, as you can tell, Soren is, he's not really fond of the whole thing. Knowing that he has a Bjork and a Laguz parent. That mystery doesn't get solved until the end of Radiant Dawn. But as for right now, it's just Soren has a Bjork parent and a Laguz parent. So that's the interesting thing, is this support is very world-buildy as well. And then, to top it all off, one thing to go back to why I like Soren as a character so much, both personal and otherwise, how much I can relate to it, in a sense, is he finds it hard to trust people, and even I have trust issues with people at times. So, being able to, maybe I'll backtrack that just a little bit. So I found it hard to trust people in my life at times. I've had difficulties really making friends. But when you get that friend who, or friend or friends, whichever you want, singular or plural, whenever you get those friends who, you can actually let your guard down around, you can trust, you can laugh with them, share your secrets with them, when you get that genuine friend, it means a lot. And even I myself, who have even though I've had difficulty making friends, I have made some genuinely wonderful friends throughout my life, and it's those friendships that I really, really do treasure. And so much so that it's like I would go to bat for you. I would make sure you're okay. Like I would trust you with things. Like that's how much all the friendships that I've made throughout my life have meant to me. And it's the same with Soren too. It's like the only person who has really ever, you know, shared a caring hand with him was Ike. And it's the reason why Soren is so loyal to Ike. Like, there's a reason why Soren never leaves Ike's side throughout Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, even the DLC to Fire Emblem Engage even, because Soren is a character you can see in that too alongside Ike. But that's the reason why Soren is so loyal to Ike, is like, you are my only friend, and I have chosen to dedicate myself to being that friend for you. Like, all Soren needs is that one friend, and that just completes him. And even the same with Ike. He doesn't care, like, the things that, you know, could be a problem otherwise. He sees Soren just for being Soren. Like, so what if he has a Bjork parent and a Laguz parent? He knows Soren, he trusts Soren, Soren's his friend, and there's a loyalty there that, like, even if it was a different person, he would still show that same level of, you know, acceptance. And like that just friendship between Ike and Soren, that's just really genuine in my books. So like everything, that whole speech there, like my goodness, like I was waiting for this support the whole time. And I'm finally glad I got to talk about it. Like this was the support I wanted throughout the whole game. So that took quite a while, but I knew I needed to talk about all of that. So if you stuck through that, thank you. I did have a little to get off my chest too, but I'm really glad I got to view that support. All right. Are you good enough? Not yet. All right, everyone's good there. All right, all of that talking aside, we still have an info conversation to talk about. Yes. Oh, this one. Oh, Ike, there, hiding in the shadows of that tent. Grab him. Uh-huh, what? Hey, ouch. Come on, you gotta let me go. Stop whining, you little baby. Get over here. You spineless sop. You never learn, do you? What's going on? Listen to this, Ike. While I was changing my clothes, my dear brother here tried stealing from my purse again. Don't do this here. You don't need to tell the whole camp about it, do you? Who created the situation in the first place? And here I was thinking that you finally turned yourself around. Problem with that, Marcia, he never does. Even as we speak, Mother is at home weeping in her soup, you chowderhead. Don't worry about Mom. Dad's there to take care of her. You brainless eunuch! Marcia, ow, my foot! You're crushing it. I heard something crunch. Help, I'm being crippled. And no one cares. All right, I think that's enough. It's one thing that you are guppy-brained lout, but it's worse that you never, ever change. You're always being chased by thugs, and I always have to go looking for you. Do you have any idea how much I worry? Would it hurt you to think of others once in a while? You're my older brother, remember? Marcia. I'm sorry. I'll give up gambling. I'll work hard and repay all of my debts. Please, you gotta believe me. Why not forgive him? He's the only brother you've got, right? Well, if Ike insists. Really? Do you forgive me? Only if you keep your word. This is the absolute last time. I swear on Dad's grave. That's not gonna work, you twit. Dad's still alive. Made you laugh. About time, too. Straighten up and don't trouble your sister anymore. Say, Marcia? What is it, Makalov? You want to bet on how long I can keep my promise? I'll give you 4-to-1 odds. Makalov never changes. I wish that he could, though. Alright, we've done all of that talking. Let's get a little bit more done here, because then I'm going to come back and do my usual base management. Just figuring out the numbers. There we go. A rainy day at Castle Del Bray. Oh, hey, that rhymed. Today's the happy day the princess returns, yet the goddess sees fit to bring rain. Calm rain is like a kiss upon the face, a scent and feel unparalleled in kind. Reunions in the rain are most heartfelt. Oh yes, I always did love Bastian's silver tongue speech. Say, Bastian, How far do you suppose the princess and her escort have come? Why aren't they here yet? Oh, I love this line. Listen, friend, you have asked me the same question 58 times, and I have responded 57 times. But now, 58 comes anon. You need to calm yourself. I know, but it's only a little while longer. Make no mistake, our princess will arrive today. I understand your impatience, I really do, but you are the general of our little army. If you act so, the men will react in kind. You're right. A true knight is the essence of composure. Take a deep breath. Breathe in and out. See? Don't you feel better? Blast, it's no good. I'm gonna go, check on stuff. What am I supposed to do with him? They're here! I see them! What? Really? That's them, isn't it? The princess's army? Where? Show me where you're looking. Joffrey, that's not the princess. Those are Daein troops! What? No, please tell me you're joking. And, quite the force, too. Alright. Once we cross the hills, we'll be in Delbray territory. Count Bastian went ahead of us, so they should know if you returned by now. Speaking of which, here he comes now. I suppose he couldn't wait any longer and came riding to meet you. How sweet. Princess Elincia! Lady Lucia! Bastian, there's no need for you to rush so. I'm coming in your direction anyway. We've been attacked. Castle Delbray is surrounded by enemy troops. No, it can't be. Joffrey's acting as a decoy. You must continue on this road to the southwest. So the enemy's found us, eh? Nothing to do about it but change course. I'll lead you to another hiding place. What are you saying, Lucia? We must help Joffrey. Bastian? Luck was not with us, Princess. We have no choice. We have to abandon our companions in Castle Delbray. No, we will not. Joffrey and the others have survived so much already. I will not abandon them. Princess, please understand. If we could do so without danger to you, we would gladly risk our lives to go back. We cannot do this. Please, Lucia, we must go to the castle. Bastian, you must not do this thing. Joffrey is a knight. In the name of our friend's honor, Princess, you must escape. No, no, they survived this long. They're alive. No. General Ike, we don't have much time. While we stand here squabbling, Daein scouts may spot our position. Please move your army southwest on this road. No. Pardon? What did you say? We're going to the castle. If it's surrounded by Daein troops, we cut our way through and join the other knights. Understood? I like Ike's thinking. Weren't you listening? I said we had no choice but to leave them behind. They were lost the moment the enemy discovered and surrounded them. They're not so lost that we can't take them back. You are the general of Crimea's army, are you not? Even if only for the moment? I would hope that you would act more in accordance with your responsibilities. I didn't choose or ask to be general. I was put here by matters of time and circumstance. But, as a mercenary, I have a contract with Princess Elincia that's still in effect. That means she's my employer. And right now, my employer says she wants to go and save the people stuck in that castle. Is that correct, Elincia? Yes, I don't want anyone else to be sacrificed. So, we're going to help them. If you're so worried about the princess, I'll leave her here with you, and you can keep her safe. My Lord Ike. I always love that conversation there. It's like, yeah, there's what a knight would do, but then there's what your heart would do. And in this case, like, I always love it's that duality between the knight life and the mercenary life. Alright, so it doesn't look like I've got too much of a force here. That's like 10 people? 10, 11? That's 11. Oh boy. I have to think about who's coming along carefully here. And it's not just Ike. So yeah, the whole point of this chapter, we have to get one of our forces up here to this target and seize it. We do that, we win the chapter. Now, we've got Joffrey and a squad of knights here, including the only other Valkyrie you will see in the game, and she's twice as strong as Mist. My goodness. I'll be honest, this is the one thing I find weird, is that this is the only other Valkyrie you see in the game. But the whole point is these forces here will keep everyone else occupied for a time. Now, Joffrey here is a strong unit, but he is not invincible. So we have to make sure we get there while Joffrey is alive. If we do, Joffrey will join our army. Now, we do have Rickard down here. Okay. Anything of note? A lot of good weapons. But it doesn't look like anyone's carrying anything of note. Alright, so we do have a couple villages here, but thankfully, nothing to do with well, I was about to say long-range magic, but I don't think there's any long-range magic. But nothing to do with enemy drops. There we go. So, I just have to figure out how I can do this quickly. There's Marcia, there's Jill, Kieran, Oscar. I would bring Har. I mean, he is possible. But there's a bunch of ballistae around here, and they will fire, and I've only got one full guard. So I'm gonna just kind of say no. Who else? Could bring... I mean, Titania could come along. She could at least do something, I think. Maybe? I'm gonna try Titania. Just have a whole force of horseback units. Rayson can come along. I'm gonna find some way to make my mobile Fortress Gatry make some work done. Shinon can come along, and we'll bring Soren. Okay, gonna be a bit of an interesting setup here. We'll try to make something work. I could maybe do some interesting gambit tricks. Anyways, let's go back, redeck out everyone here. I have a lot of bonus experience now that I think about it. I could really, like, get some good levels. But let's figure out some inventory here. He's fine with the silver sword. You have not A-ranked spear yet, but to be fair, you're doing more in the lance department. What's your speed stat? 23. How many speed wings do I have? I only have 2. Would it be... You know, it might be a little bit more prudent. I'm gonna give a speed wing to Jill. Give her a little bit more speed. I feel like she needs it. Kieran. I think I'm also gonna give... I'm gonna give both the secret books to Kieran, because I noticed his hit rate in that last chapter, and I think he needed some help. Ike. Yeah, Ike's fine. For now, anyways. Would it be good? I mean, if I gave Jill some... Well, her resistance isn't doing too bad. Is there anyone whose resistance really, like, needs it? I think... I have 2 talismans, right? Yes, I do. I'm gonna give one of these talismans to Shinon, just because I know Provoke can be a thing, but I'm also gonna give one of them to... Gatry here. I just have to boost their health because... Or, not specifically their health, but, all their other stats. Okay, Soren was fine. Yeah. Unless I'm mistaken... Actually, hold on. I still can't believe how much magic Ike has. I'm actually impressed. And I'm actually impressed with how much magic Oscar has in comparison. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Where's that flame lance? There we go. I mean, his stats are roughly even. He could maybe make something work. Yeah, you're taking a break. Now, you're the one that I feel needs Spirit Dust the most. We're just gonna go ahead and take that. I know Ileana's not coming for this chapter, but she's the only one I feel like that could use it, so I'm gonna let her have some magic boost. Okay. Now, if I really want to... Would it be fun to give Rayson the boots? I think I'm going to. I'm using Rayson a lot this time. I think this would be a really fun tech play. So there we go. He has movement increase of 2, which means even even untransformed, he can move a lot. When he's transformed, watch out, he can move. Okay. Hang on. Where is Har? We're going to trade one of those physics staffs. There we go. Ven's staff is fine otherwise. Okay, you've got your Silver Lance. I mean, you've got a Brave Bow, but you kind of need a little extra strength. So where's the Forge? Can I do silver? I can do silver. Okay, we're gonna get him a really nice silver bow. Yeah, there we go. Give him a little extra crit while we're at it. We'll do this. And I will name it after the mastery skill that he could get. Because this is going to be his strongest bow yet, the Deadeye. Oops, back that up. And we'll paint it signature hair color red. There we go. He now has a really, really strong bow. You D-rank staves, so you can still only do mend. Everything else would be good. Yeah, your defense is good, but I think I want to give Draco Shield to you. There we go, because I'm going to be using you quite a bit, I think. But I'm also going to give a Draco Shield to Ike. Because I think he's going to need it. I'm starting to use Ike a little bit more now. Alright, there's the energy drops and a speed wing. I'm going to keep those in the back just in case. He's fine. Both these two are fine. Kieran... Okay, Kieran does need a little bit more health, I think. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think otherwise you're doing fine. Now to Tanya. I feel like I need to give you a silver axe. There's what we're looking for. Alright. Now, I'm going to keep the iron axe on her as an accuracy thing, but I'm also going to give her a not a steel axe, a silver axe because of power. Actually, what was in the shop part, too? Oh, just staves. Okay. What was that? Oh, your sword and javelin are almost done. But you can wield steel swords now. That's pretty good. And javelin. Alright. And we'll keep the longsword on you. You have the Night Killer. So that might help me out a bit. Does someone have a poleaxe? Yes, you do. And you have a flame lance, but is there any other lance that I can give? Nothing that's of effectiveness. There's that short spear. You know what? I'm going to let that short spear ride with Oscar for a little bit. And I'm going to give you a steel axe. You are still E-rank swords, but I might be able to make use of that. Yeah. I can still make use of swords. Alright. Hilariously enough, I think that's gonna do. So let's give a little bonus experience here. Anyone who needs it. Seems like 7 is an average level for everyone right now. Let's give a few to Kieran here, and see if he gets a few good levels. That's a start. I'll take strength. Yeah, I promise I'm not a hoarder when it comes to these things. It's just I needed the right opportunity to finally use a few things. And he's bumping up the resistance stat too, which can help. Alright. He got skill every time too, so I guess the skill practice finally paid off. Let's give Oscar a little bump. Yep, it's like the game knows he has the Flame Lance. But he did get a point of defense and resistance too, so he'll tank a little bit better. What about Ileana? Not bad. I'll gladly take those stats. Anyone else? Volk can just do Volk things. If I do bring Zahark along, I'll bump him up a few more levels. Alright, she's close. Let's get a few more stat points in her. Works for me! The Iron Wall can keep doing things. I'll give one level to Shinon, see if I can't get a boost in strength. Sometimes you ask, and sometimes you receive. They even got luck, too. That's pretty good. Alright. Now that should be good for now. Yeah, just corrosion and parity. Nothing too major. Alright, back to the map. Let's figure out a game plan here. I do want to try, like, a crazy move to get Gatry over here to start, like, really baiting some enemy forces. Then I also have to keep other units safe. So I could do... Yeah, I don't know if any of them will be able to pick up. I think they'll be able to. I know Jill would be able to. Maybe a plan B would be to use Jill instead with a full guard. Item-wise, let's make sure everyone's decked out. The right item to start. You get the Javelin, and I'm bringing a Vulnerary on you. There we go. You have the Hand Axe equipped, and you can start with a sword. Actually, no. I'm going to... Let me start with the Silver Lance. Everyone else can... Okay, yeah, you need a better Hand Axe. Get refreshed. Okay. Alright, I think that's gonna work. And remember, if I lose units, I'm going to restart. So we'll see if a plan actually works. We will now start the battle. These Crimean refugees are no easy meat. There are more of them than I expected. General Rickard, enemy reinforcements are approaching from the east. What? It appears to be the troops from Princess Crimea's army. The army that brushed aside our troops in Daein and defeated General Petrine at the Riven Bridge? They're marching towards us? Fantastic! I was getting bored hunting stragglers. Let's smash all of these curs and wrap ourselves in glory. General Joffrey, it's the Crimean Army. Princess Elincia's army is headed this way. Fools! What are you thinking, Bastian? Oh, Princess, it's not too late. Please take wing and flee. Yeah, how about no? Our goal is to rescue those knights near the castle. Attack! And now, we begin. So, Marcia, can you... Yes, you can! Okay. Now, to figure out the optimal starting point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I think this will do. Because then we're going to come over here. Now, we don't have a Night Ring on Racin. That might have been a good idea. So we're going to do drop and fly out. Alright, meanwhile, let's do a rescue to get Racin out of the way. Let me start doing a little work here. Look at that! Deadeye doing work. Alright, Oscar, can you do some damage here? Okay. Maybe not like that, but we can certainly do that. So I definitely want to try and get the villages while I'm at it. So that's why I'm kind of rushing with Marcia, just to see if it's possible. I'm really going to be just playing a lot of this chapter by ear, but we will see what happens. Okay. Make a little barricade here. We will have the longsword equipped. That should deter you. We will have the Night Killer here. Do a Javelin here. If you want to attack Soren, Well, he can probably survive one round of combat. Alright, Provoke doing its thing. Some people say knights are slow and not really good for rush combat. I say explore more options. Haha! So that's an Iron Ballista right there. That is way too far a range for a normal. Alright. Oh, and I've also got Provoke Shinon over here too, so that'll definitely get someone's attention. And there we go. Haha, you think you can hit me? Ooh, I'm taking you out now. I like that. That worked well. Alright. And good, I've even provoked the Wyverns into attacking Gatry. You hurt me? I hurt you back. Alright, Luna? Hey, Askin, ye shall receive. Excellent. Oh, there we go. That should be S rank now? I would think so. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Take out those Wyverns. This is awesome. You are definitely an MVP unit that I am so glad I trained. Luna? Nah, Luna wouldn't have even done that, but Crit does. Look at that, Gatry, you are putting in work, my friend. And still getting bulk. I'm so proud of you. Alright, well, we're gonna get the attention of all these Cavaliers here. Ah, yes, and we're gonna have a few fights up here, too. Alright, looks like just general fights to begin with. Speed along here. Well, that's good. I even kept the Sage from wanting to magic attack my general. Oh, I am so good. Alright, yep, provoked by Shinon. Okay, I should be able to live, but I definitely would have to retreat. And, yep, going for someone they know they can do some damage to. Alright, not fast enough to double. Alright, yep, got a few tensions that way, but I'm luring the most this way, and I am okay with this. Nice. Alright, a few extra forces. Excellent. Now, I do believe Joffrey can move around, but I think he's programmed to not let enemy forces through. I do believe that's also a loss if someone on the opposing side gets into the castle. Nice. Not fast enough, but maybe the sniper can do some work? Ooh, so close. Ah, yes. And here's another interesting part here. Lucia, Bastian, are you sure you want to do this? The words of Ike ring yet on in my ear. We were so trapped by our own ideas that we were unable to sympathize with your feelings. I'm terribly sorry. Because of the two of you think to put me above all else, you say you will sacrifice your lives for me. Yet, even if I'm able to borrow of Ike's strength and win back Crimea, if the cost of that victory is the lives of the two of you, I shall never smile again. And joy, never again would that emotion fill my heart. Princess Elincia, please aid Ike and rescue Joffrey and the others, then return to me. Come back alive. For you, we would, the world itself, depart. We'll be back. And there we go. Bastian and Lucia are now part of our army. So Lucia is a sword master, a good level pre-promoted, and as you can tell, good speed, good skill, light on the strength as typical sword masters. But she does come with the parity skill, so every unit she faces will be at the strength of the characters, no terrain whatsoever. And then we have Bastian over here, a pre-promote, a sage, who is unfortunately also afflicted with the knife curse. Comes with corrosion as a skill, so it's debatably useful. But he is an expert in wind magic, so he can wield all of the wind magic in the game that you do get access to right off the bat. So he does have his uses. And he's also decently strong too, as if to say, use knives. It still sucks. Okay, now, I have to get past this initial onslaught while still doing my my plays. Now we got Rickard over here. He's going to be very interesting to deal with. Let's try and help out Gatry here. Can I do it? I cannot. Not like that. Now Gatry is unable to cross the bank here. However, I can take care of the Swordmaster, who can't even damage Marcia, and allow Gatry access to the mainland. So we'll have Marcia just float on down here. Still out of the range of all these units right now. Gatry, now what can you do against this Sage? One-shot the heck out of him. Alright. So, I don't think anything's gonna be a problem to Gatry right now. However, I do have this initial Paladin onslaught here to kind of focus on, so I need to do a few hit-and-run tactics. So I think I'll just do a little shield right here. Take a shot. Jill, you can fly on up, be part of the shield, and take him out. There we go. Titania, you have a Night Killer. Make this effective. Okay, we'll go over here. Unfortunately, unless I do something about this Cav up here. Can Bastian attempt to do something? We can do a little damage. Not a lot though. Soren, can you take? Yes, you can. Go ahead and drop. Gets racing into play. Which allows Kieran to get over here. Ike, we'll have you go here. Yes, and Soren and Rayson are out of harm's way. Mist, you... What would go here? Okay, I'd barely take a hit. So go ahead. Now you are a sword. Okay, I'm confident that Lucia could manage. Alright, that's only 2 turns in, and my goodness, this is a lot. No, they're flying away. That wasn't part of the plan. Alright. Damage, but not an extreme amount. Yes, there we go. Waste your bolts. Wrong direction. Alright. If I was thinking ahead, should have put the javelins and or hand axes on. But we'll make do with what we got. Yep, figured. So that glow there just means no terrain skills, no combat skills. It's just regular combat strength. Alright, going for a heal. No surprise. You want a boost? Here's one! Not that that was really needed, but I'll take it. Oh, I've waited for the day I can one-shot opponents. Alright, yep, provoked. Alright, so they're gonna have a few forces to deal with up here. Alright. And they are going to bring the fight to them. Alright, able to take a few faces out. Now, of course, they're literally just putting their snipers into harm's way, so we'll see how that'll do. They're at least taking a few faces out. Ah, yes, we do have reinforcements to deal with. Including one of the first appearances of a Berserker opponent. Now, we did have a Berserker boss in one of the earlier chapters, but now this is just a regular old Berserker opponent. And as you can tell, Killer Axe. That's deadly. And also, good thing I thought to check, because they did a good job at just having all the reinforcements show up at once. But I have a Sorin who would be more than happy to take out a bunch of wyverns. You are short range. Now, it's a good thing I do have Gatry moving forward, because it's already been 3 turns and I really haven't let my main force leave yet. Gotta be a little bit more careful about this. There we go. Now, to deal with these foes. You are a bow. Well, I can safely let Lucia deal with you. And another thing, too, I can actually have conversations with these two. Hold a moment, please, my brave general. You again? I was but a humble court official in the service of our late king. My name is Bastian, Count of Fair. Allow me to give you a proper greeting and respects, General Lake. Many thanks are due to you. I am here to formally request your permission to join in the battle taking place in the... Shut up! We're in combat. If you want to prattle on and on like this, do so after we defeat the enemy. Oh, yes, but of course. Well, it seems I found yet another font of good humor. I could just have a little fun, but as you can see, why would you use knives? There we go. As you can tell, their levels are pretty high up, too. Level 12 and 13 there, so they've got combat levels. It's just whether or not they have combat strength. Ouch. And now I can just Night Ring forward. Let's see. You have only 5. Can mist? Oh, 1 point short. And you're in support range too, so unfortunately that would not work. Accuracy? Yeah, that'd be bad. Night Killer it is! Excellent. Get you moving up here. Not enough. Could be enough. Would be enough. Nice. Now, I do also need to think about those wyverns that are up here, because they've got flight. If I can get someone up there as a lure. Okay, Jill could. Do so after I take someone out. Nice. Alright, get on up there. Shinon. Okay, I don't need to use a super bow for this. That's already super enough. And we'll get Mist up here. Mist will be in support range. And we'll give Lucia a boost because it's harder to keep a Swordmaster alive. And Oscar for protection there. Okay, Marcia. Could I do a few hit-and-run tricks on the Paladin army here? I can do something! Works for me. Alright, I need you gone before you get healed. So I'm taking my priorities where I get them. Who knows? Maybe I could provoke that halberdier if I'm in range. I didn't count. Ouch. Who would have thought a general would be one of my fastest units? I mean, if I was good enough, I could have had Marcia in range of a village, and then last turn before I know I'm good to go, could just have her visit, and then we're good. Okay, barely any damage. I'm okay with that number. All right, let's go, Jill. So close. Yeah, gotta keep an eye on them. There's those other reinforcements too. Alright, yep, still gonna go fight for me. Alright, yep, they're gonna go for the easy targets, the ones that will not fight back. Aha! I provoked one of you! Now can I provoke the halberdier? Come on! Ooh! I think there's a bonus if we do keep green units alive, but this one has survived? Alright. Ooh, I've already lured you up just by doing that. Okay. Kind of a change of plan. Yes, please retreat and, you know, get ready. I mean, you're certainly taking the forces out, which is a great deal of help. But I might have sped that along a little too fast. Help. Come on, Cavalier. There we go. They did a good job wiping out that force. I'm actually impressed. And the Valkyrie does her job. All right. So, on the flip side, what are my defenses? 21. Okay, if we're looking at that, I can actually survive most of that. I think Marcia can give me a hand here. Might be able to keep some of the force lured away. Do a javelin hit here. Alright, so Gatry is now in the open. He can provoke someone. Okay, now I do have to be careful because those ballistae are still active. But I've got a very active onslaught going on down here. Alright, let's try this. Kieran, get on up here. Oh, there's Saul. Again, not that this would increase damage, it just means Kieran would get health back. Not bad. Can I longbow this? Okay, it would not do a lot, but in fairness, that is a Wyvern Lord. Doing some extra damage right now would be a good idea. I can take you out. That's good. That's what I want. Excellent. Put you in the bush because you will have support options. Take care of that flyby problem. Okay, you're doing fine. Okay, if I'm right, I think it's this bandit that would try to go for the village, but it's this bandit that goes for the other areas. That's 31 to 18. Ooh. Intriguing. This is going to be a very, very intriguing turn. Someone could very well get crit here. Oh boy, this is going to get interesting fast. Now, do you have... Yeah, you're also not in, like, the best of shape. I'm going to have to trust Kieran on this one. I'll give you some health. I mean, I can put Mist there and hope for the best. She would have the luck to withstand the chance of doing damage from a crit. Okay, you have a hit of 80... Okay, I'm in support range, actually. I do have really good odds. I'm actually glad Oscar's there. That does boost support and avoid. Oh, provoking. Alright, gonna go fly in for Gatry, but Gatry has a long-range weapon this time. Oh, good. Ooh, am I okay with this? I think I am. Oh! You dodged. Aiming for the sniper. Alright, going for Ike. Ether? No, but a crit will do. Ooh, so close. Oh, here we go. Okay, woof! My heart stopped for a second. I am always scared to go against any enemy that has boosted critical chances. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a Swordmaster with, like, low damage, a Sniper, or a Berserker in this case. If the enemy has a chance to crit, I am always scared. Come on, I've got a general over there with provoke. I know that the enemy there is damaged, but there we go. All right, can Gatry provoke the boss? And that is a no. I am Rickard. Your corpse will be the sustenance that feeds my hunger for fame. Oh, yes. Oh! Good thing that wasn't one of mine. Alright, well, we're gonna have Gatry fight Rickard. Seems I might have done a little bit too much in early provocation. But on the flip side, we're at least taking care of this force. Alright, Sniper was healed up. Okay. Oh, Rayson is healing, which is right. I forgot Soren actually took some damage. But I believe transform? One more turn. Okay. Now, can Marcia do anything? Not as it is. So I want to see what's in this village. And equip a javelin first. But we're going to visit. You're part of the army that brought the princess, aren't you? Oh, you've done a great thing. A I've been hiding this scroll so I could give it to you. Use it to drive Daein out of our homeland. You can do it. Nihil. Okay. Well, that could be useful, depending on who I apply it to. Alright. It's time for the mobile fortress to take battle to Rickard. And we get a level up for our trouble. More speed, more defense, more tank. Actually, at this rate, he don't even need it. In fairness, I really could take the Night Ward off of you now and equip it to someone else. You have gained plenty of speed, my friend. Alright, that archer still has access to a ballistae. Alright. Do I let Titania get it for a level up? Let's try it. This could hit. Hey, nice. Alright. It's been a while since Titania's gotten a level. And she still does not disappoint. Excellent. Alright, we do have a bandit there with a hand axe. Bastian, can you do some work here? Yes, you can. Very much so, even. Alright, then we have a bandit up here. If we take you out... Steel sword, there we go. Wow, didn't even get a level on that one. Are you... You still have a bolt, right? You have one bolt. We can make this easier. Yep, lance to the sword. There we go. Alright. Keep Jill. What's the range of both of them? Let's put Jill there. Shinon, you're fine. You're fine. That'll do for now. I do actually need to get my units moving up. There's one more trick to this chapter that hasn't revealed itself yet. And we don't want it to be of any danger. Alright. We can get through this turn. Oh! Thank you, generic wyvern. You took away his healing. Alright, now you're gonna move, which is expected. Yep, but this time I can fight you. Not that you would be of any danger, though. You really can't do much to a full guard Marcia. Ooh, going right up to Joffrey. That's dangerous. Oh, but you equipped a blade instead of an axe. That might be your downfall. Alright, they're still going for that halberdier. If the other one can land a hit, although you're going for the wyvern. Ooh, I felt that. Okay, if you land a hit... Oh, so close. But you're blocked in there. I'm okay with this. And of course, Joffrey's got a brave lance, so every attack counts as 2. Oh, here we go. For whatever reason, Black Knight. Is that the Crimean Army? Where is Gawain's son? Oh, he's much improved. He is his father's son, after all. Contrary to my initial estimation, he may prove to be worthy. What? Him! It's him! Oh, and there we go. Transform! So, yes, the Black Knight, for whatever reason, he decides to make an appearance this chapter, and he is still also impossible to defeat right now. So, the only one thing we can do, run. So that's what I'm gonna do. Get this wyvern out of here. Excellent. Now, Gatry, you can do some work, right? Excuse me, I thought you used a sword. Why does your model have a sword out? I thought you used an axe. Or, it says you used an axe. You didn't switch halfway through. Alright, we need damage. Okay, there we go. And the elixir is off him now, so that's even better. Alright. Now we still have an archer that can still hit that ballistae. But that one's done. I think I'm safe there. That one's taken care of. Let's visit this village here while we're at it. Oh, thank the goddess! The Crimean Army has arrived! We who have suffered so much under Daein's rule can finally be free. We can put our faith in that, can't we? If there's anything we can do to help, we'll do it. Please rescue our beloved Crimea. Now we have the Savior Scroll. So as you know, if you rescue someone, your skill and speed get cut in half because you're carrying another unit with you, trying to protect them. If you have the Savior skill equipped, you no longer suffer that penalty. You can ferry whomever you want, and you will not suffer a speed reduction. It can be a very useful skill. Alright, there we go. Another level for Ike. Nice. I did feel his luck needed a little improvement. Alright. Now we do have still a little ways to go. Make sure no one's getting in the range. Ah yes, I do want to show this off now that Rayson here has transformed. He has a 10 movement. Look at that. That's fantastic. And of course, he's out of the range of the main ballistae. We'll even let Titania have a swing here. Alright. Oscar. Bow practice, let's go. Nice. Alright, we'll speed along here. Going for the heal hedge. Oh, he was able to go through. Also going for the heal hedge. You think I fear you? Alright, you're going for the easy target, no surprise. And also you're in the heal hedge, so I can understand why you did that. That would have been hilarious if the Valkyrie managed to do some damage. Now, again, all I have to do is get a unit up there and arrive at the point. It doesn't matter who it is. I can just have Gatry, like, right up there right now and take care of the arrive point. Especially because we got reinforcements showing up now, too. Nothing of major note. Good. Okay, so I guess if that wasn't... Oh, now you switched the blade. Well, your parity skill means you take no avoid, and now you're gone. No matter one's proven deeds, one defeat unmans us all, and so it ends. Look at that. A little hairy carry there, but managed to get Rickard taken care of. Now what I'm going to do... I'm going to speed Ike along here. Like that. So now he's in the range to arrive as himself and also talk to Joffrey. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to move right on up. Won't be a bother to Marcia at all. So I'm basically going to finish this chapter on the next turn. Things went pretty well, I would say. Nice little bit there. Yeah, no surprise reinforcements otherwise. Yep, just those ones. Ah, yes, we did take care of the archer, right? Yes, ballistae are no longer a threat. Alright. I mean, I don't really have to move anyone, but it's more just in case. It's a big map. We want to make sure everyone gets their exercise. Ah, figured you would flee. All right. Now another thing too, like I said at the beginning of this, if Joffrey survives, he joins our army. We do not have to talk to Joffrey at all. It is more so for flavor text, which I just realized I never actually did Lucia's conversation with Ike. I don't think I'll be able to get Lucia up there to actually make the conversation. Not well within my bounds of wanting to finish this. Maybe if I shove Race in a whole bunch. Get just a giant shove chain. Where's your range? If you're 1 square down, 1 square right of Titania. Perfect. Oh, this is so much fun. And look at that! Just one last little bit of flavor text. General Ike, allow me to apologize for my earlier remarks. I have a selfish request, but I would like to join... Yeah, alright, fine. Now hurry up! If you got the time to apologize, you've got the time to take out some enemies. Now, of course, to save my companions, I will give my all. Fantastic. Now let's go. Alright, so we got that. Now then. Let's talk to Joffrey. Are you Sir Joffrey? Who are you? I'm Ike. I'm leading the Crimean Army for Princess Elincia. The princess. Where is she? Don't worry. I didn't bring her into the battlefield with me. I see. Thank goodness. Thank you for that regard. Are the other soldiers inside the castle? Yes. I'm sure they're starving off any attacks by enemy infiltrators. Good. I'm glad we made it in time. Let's combine forces and finish this. And finish... we shall. There we go. And yet another general of Daein is defeated. I wonder how powerful you will become, Army of Crimea. I look forward to our next meeting. We'll have a little bit more with the knight here in a bit. My Lord Ike! Princess Elincia, so you came after all. Thanks to your words, both of my friends came to understand how vital it was. I don't understand the feelings of knights, but I do understand how important your former retainers are to you. And I also understand the strong support with which they provide you. I'm happy we were able to save them. As am I. Alright, shall we return? If I'm going to be fighting with them, I should probably introduce myself. Wait, my Lord Ike. Yes? As you said, Lucia and the others are very important to me. They are family. I may presume too much, but, well... My Lord Ike, you and the others are also irreplaceable to me, so I ask for your continued support. Of course, it's an honor. And here we are, Knights and Princess reunited. Princess! Joffrey! Princess, to behold you again, it's... If you had lost your life today, this reunion would not be taking place. Joffrey, do you hear me? Be careful. Yes, Princess. Lucia told me of what occurred. Our country and princess now exist as one. It was never our intent to sacrifice your feelings for the sake of the nation. Please forgive us. But soft, what luck that we do feel fate's kiss. Anon the clouds do part, the rains do stop. Heaven itself does sing and thus rejoice at the return of our one true ruler. Oh, princess, until world's end, do you we vow to follow. We are planets of your fair blazing sun. No longer will we think of honor in dying in so cavalier a fashion. No matter the difficulties we face, we will choose the road that allows us to continue living at your side. Now, these conversations can be different depending on the combination of Bastian, Lucia, and Joffrey that survived or perished in battle, but the only way to get this cutscene here is all three surviving. And you do get something else special for your trouble later on. Joffrey, Bastian, Lucia, thank you. Thank you. I am so very happy. With you at my side, I want to retake the kingdom of Crimea. Please, lend me your strength. Of course. For our fair son, we would this life forswear. To you, Princess Elincia, we three pledge our eternal loyalty. Now, speaking of knights, Ike has a reunion with one. Why appear now? Do you mean to tell me you purposely waited until the battle was over? I know how your mind works. I assumed you would attack the moment you saw me. But perhaps you've learned to judge the importance of time and place. To a mercenary, nothing's more important than the contract between him and his employer. Shall we call off our contest then? When you die here, you'll be in breach of contract after all. That's not a problem. All I have to do is win. Ready yourself. I think we actually do get a cutscene battle fight here. Yes, we do. Been a while since we've had an actual battle fight, and that's an Ike critical. And this is where we learn the power of his armor. You're not as overly clumsy as I had feared. It is regrettable that your weapon is so poorly made. Why do my attacks have no effect? My armor is blessed by the goddess. Only weapons that are also blessed can so much as scratch it. Ugh, so common weaponry is useless. Is that it? You should not worry about such trivialities. You possess the sacred blade Ragnell, do you not? Oh! It is the counterpart to my blade, Alendite. Tell me you were not idiot enough to leave it in that place. You took it with you, did you not? Along with your father's corpse? That sword? The one you threw it to my father like an act of charity? The one he refused? That's Ragnell? I claim victory today. When next we meet, bring Ragnell. Without the proper weapon, I grow bored. And there he goes. All right. So actually, we got a fair chunk of bonus experience there for that quick victory. I am very impressed at just how well that went. I'm like, I know this chapter can be difficult because it bottlenecks you right off the bat with like a bunch of enemies coming in towards you, thus leaving Joffrey's forces to fend for themselves. But it's like, if I could get someone up there to tank and divert a lot of the forces, I would actually have a better chance at keeping them alive. And my goodness, did it work? Like, Gatry, he just tanked everything up there. I am so pleased with how that chapter turned out. That was probably one of the best attempts I've ever done at that chapter. But now we move on to the next chapter, and now we also know a bit of the Black Knight's secret to his strength. It is the armor. The next time we fight the Black Knight, it's going to be a very, very interesting fight. I'm going to make sure that that one works well in my favor, but we will worry about that when the time comes. So anyways, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.